Instagram, I don't know how long this is going to be able to stay up due to the fact that I'm playing music. So they may cut it off. Bronchitis. Oh, that's not good. Mindfulness, being aware. Okay, so what we're breathing in today is power, confidence, love, forgiveness, understanding, peace, mindfulness. And I'm going to throw in some healing in there.
Can I throw in gratitude?
Gratitude. All right. You got gratitude. Fantastic. All right. So we're breathing into the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe today, close your eyes and just allow. Allow whatever feelings to arise. Your hands may tingle, your chest may feel a little heavy at times, your stomach may feel empty. But whatever you feel in your breath, just allow it for a second. Don't panic. Don't worry. Don't question why you feel this way or what's going on. Just breathe in through the nose. Allow the belly to go into the air to go into the belly. Fill it up. Breathe it out. Thrust all the air out of your stomach, out of your mouth. Breathe in again as much as you can. Breathe it out through your mouth. Days like this are not always easy. They're not always easy for not just those who have lost someone, but for the someones. This day is like any other holiday that has you to forcefully look upon memories. You, the child, are thinking about memories. You, the mother, are thinking about memories. You're constantly being forced to try to figure out how to feel. Is it okay for me to be angry? Should I be sad? I don't want to be sad anymore. Is it all right that I'm not sad? Is it all right that I'm happy? What is it exactly that I should be feeling? But just for a second, just breathe. Whatever you feel right now, it's okay. You don't have to be bubbly and happy and running around and jumping around because it's Mother's Day. You also don't have to be sad. You don't have to hurt and you don't have to be angry. You don't have to. But whatever it is in this moment, just allow it for a second without judgment. These days can be very complicated. They can be very convoluted, even in the joy. For those of you who are hearing me, place your hand in your mother's hand, in your mind, and just breathe. Allow yourself to feel it's okay. If she has transitioned, if your grandmother has transitioned, it's okay. If she is still here, even better. But in your mind, place your hand in your mother's hand or your grandmother's hand or your aunt's hand. And just breathe. The divine feminine is so incredible. It's incredible because it is the mothering, the nurturing, the naturing, the loving force that pushes and continues and thrives and drives. But it is the same force that brings us the most peace. The flowers, the cool breeze, the stream by the water. Looking up in the sky, you may see a force like a hurricane or a tornado, and then within just a few minutes, you see beautiful crystal blue. Sometimes we experience our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunts, the female maternal in our lives. Sometimes we experience the hurricane. Sometimes the hurricane and the tornadoes are so forceful that it rips up our emotions from the root. Sometimes this storm from this maternal energy or figure can come in and it can just really wreak some havoc in your heart. And sometimes just being in your mother's presence can make you smile. Sometimes you can even still feel a hug from your grandmother. Sometimes you can smell their perfume just passing by you. Sometimes you can still hear their voices saying, I'm proud of you. I love you. And so today, while you have your hand in your mother's hand, your hand placed in your grandmother's hand, it's okay to say thank you. Thank you for the storms. And thank you for the sunshine. As you breathe, I want you to take back your power. Take back the power that grief has stolen from you. Take back the power that these holidays have stolen from you. Take back the power from what death and distance and time and hurt and bad words and name calling has taken from you. Take back. Don't allow another holiday. Keep your hand in your mother's hand. Keep your hand in your aunt's hand. Today, we take our power back. It's okay to feel. It's okay that your relationship with whoever was not a bowl of cherries all of the time. And it is also okay that it was a beautiful relationship. Either way, no more guilt, no more shame. Keep your hand there. Today, as you're breathing, I want you to take your confidence back. The confidence that you had when your mother was around or when things were much better. The confidence that maybe you never really had because you were never really taught how wonderful you are. But today is different. Today, you know, we have talked about this over and over again. You know who you are. You know what you are. You know that you can and should have confidence. Keep your hand there. As your hand is in your grandmother's hand, in your mother's hand, in your aunt's hand, I want you to have a little understanding. You've lived life long enough now to begin to understand that it's not always easy. Sometimes you're flustered, sometimes you're frustrated, sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're happy, but sometimes you have to make decisions, choices. Sometimes. And so now that you're a little bit older, you're beginning to understand why things happened the way that they did. And how some things may not have been avoidable. And with that understanding comes some mindfulness. being mindful that love is not something that is only one way all the time. Love is like water. It finds a way to go in through the cracks. And sometimes it has to go around this corner. Sometimes it has to just apply pressure and push its way through hard times. But love is a constant that you are finding out about as you grow, as you evolve. So you're having a little bit of understanding, a little bit of mindfulness. And as you are holding your mother's hand, I want you to take back. Take back your ability to heal and to forgive. It's time. It's time to forgive. Some of you mothers on here need to start with forgiving yourself first. You promised that you were going to do better with raising your child. You promised that you weren't going to get in the situation that she was in. But then things happened. You promised you weren't going to get angry or be upset. But then life happened. You thought that you were going to be able to do this and that on your own, but then you begin to recognize that bills keep coming. You start to understand that, I never thought I'd have to make that decision. I never thought I would be in that type of circumstance. But I think that it's time for you to recognize that you're doing the very best that you can. And as you begin to get older and you begin to live and so forth and so on, you begin to understand your mother a little bit better. But you have to forgive yourself for not being Molly Maid or not being Claire Huxtable or not being whatever image it is that you thought you were going to be. Stuff got a little tough. You mothers on here, you're doing the very best you can. And you're doing well. Some of us who have lost our aunts and lost our moms and lost our grandmothers need to forgive them for dying. How many How many times are you going to be so angry that they left you alone? Which they didn't, but you understand what I'm saying. Forgive them. Trust me, no one goes because they want to leave you alone. Forgive her. It wasn't something that she was given the choice to say, well, I got to leave my baby. Forgive your grandmother. Yes, you were her favorite and you still her favorite. But if you allow yourself to just put your hand in her hand, you can hear her. You can feel the kisses on your forehead. You remember the way the house smelled. You can still spend some time with your nana, with your nene, your grandma, your mima, your madia. Forgive. Forgive so that you can begin to heal with great gratitude. It is the gratitude in combination with the forgiveness that will bring about a healing that you've never experienced in your life. And the reason why it has to start with your mother is because that is your gut. That is your birth canal. That is where it all starts. You cannot simply ignore all the time. You cannot simply say, well, you know what, that's over. You cannot simply say, well, I'm just going to take care of myself. I don't have to worry about it. You got to get down into the very gut of who you are. And that's where your mother is. That's where your grandmother is. That's where your auntie is. It's in the gut. You cannot continue angry and sad, full of grief and pain, rejection and neglection for yourself as a mother and for your own mother and your grandmother. Even if you love them and miss them, but you're angry with them for leaving you, you gotta let that go too, baby. It's time to heal. It's time to forgive. It's time for you to stop punishing you as a mother for the drastic decisions that even you had to make. It's time for you to take back your power and no longer allow these holidays to distract you and stress you and manipulate you and keep you locked up in the house and keep you upset, spiral you into fear and depression and anxiety. It's time for you to take your power back and say, I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I love you, Grandma. I love you, Auntie. Everything is not the way that I would like for it to be, but I forgive. I may not be able to have you in my space. I may not be able to go over to your house and talk to you. I may not even know where you are, but I send you love and light. And I truly believe that you did the best that you could with what you had. And what you had may not just be material, but it could be what you had in your mind. I'm done being angry on Mother's Day. I'm done being hurt on Mother's Day. I'm done having anxiety 2 and 3 and 4 days before Mother's Day. I'm finished trying to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to do something, should I call? Should I not call? I'm finished with all of that. Today, I start with forgiving myself and forgiving you. I am now going to develop a relationship with Mother Nature, with the maternal energy of this world, where I can feel the nurturing, where I can call upon the ancestors. I can call upon Mother Nature when I need a kiss on the forehead, when I need a hug. I'm going to start today. I'm not going to grieve anymore. I'm not going to grieve what I wish I had done or what I wish I had had in a mother, or I wish my grandmother was still here. I'm not going to do that anymore. What I'm going to do, I'm going to forgive. I'm going to heal right now. Not tomorrow. Not, oh, well, I'll get it done before next Mother's Day. Oh, well, I'll get it done before her birthday comes up. Oh, well, I'll get it done before the anniversary of the death comes up. Oh, well, no. I'm going to do it now because I'm tired. As you have your hand in your mother's hand, say thank you. May not have always been great, or maybe it was always great, but thank you. I forgive. I love you. I may not have always understood you. You may not have always understood me, but I love you. I don't have to have a full blown conversation with you. You don't have to accept what I'm saying or what I'm doing. We don't have to do all of that within yourself today. You, by yourself, you're going to heal. You're going to let it go. You're going to say thank you. Nobody has to agree. She doesn't have to agree. Your grandmother doesn't have to show up from the grave. It's okay. Today, I enter into the limitless variations of self expression with the divine spirit projects into my experience. Knowing that all experience is a play of life upon itself, the blossoming of love into self expression, the coming forth of good into the joy of its own being, I enter into the game of living with joyful anticipation, with enthusiasm. I play the game of life well and I enjoy it. Today I enter into my divine inheritance, shaking my thought clear from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me. I declare the freedom, my divine sonship. I declare the freedom of my divine daughtership. I possess the kingdom of God in all its fullness. I look long, sincerely, and simply upon every object, every person. I wait at the doorway of my expectation until my acceptance grants me the privilege of beholding God's face forevermore. I shall not wait long, for today I expect to see God's shining presence. I expect to don the seamless robe of divine union. Today is my day. I let it live itself through me. If you want to release your hand, you can. If you want to hold on a little bit longer, you can do that as well. Appreciate all that has been done, what you understood and what you didn't, what you could and what you wouldn't. Mothers, even you, very, very important. It's not always easy to be a mother, I'm sure, but you're doing the very best that you can. And so did they. And so are they. And as an adult, it's time to forgive. Even if separation is needed, you still have to forgive. Breathe in through your nose. Allow the air to fill your belly. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. You are safe. You are peace. You are confident. You are powerful. You are love. You are understanding. You are forgiveness. You are mindfulness. You are grateful. You are healed. Happy Mother's Day. All right. Oh, and we're back. So welcome. Oh, Renee, yes. Well, I hope that you guys have an incredible Mother's Day. I am going to get back on this Zoom with I mean, I'm already on it, but get on the Zoom with my people so we can talk. We talk about private things. So, but everyone who joined this morning, um, all had me in tears. Oh, good, good. You're welcome on Instagram and everywhere, YouTube. If you want to get on our meditations every Sunday at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time, you can do that by downloading my app, and then when you download my app, then you will get the information for the Zooms that we have. We have it on Zooms every single Sunday morning. I think I've missed maybe like two in like a year or something. Um, because like I had either an emergency or somebody coming in. But anyways, we do this every Sunday. We've been doing it. So to everyone, happy Zoom people, family, y'all stay on the line. But I'm saying goodbye to all the rest of these people. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. You guys have an incredible, incredible day. Make sure that you're forgiving, that you're loving, and that you are letting go. Okay? Okay. Bye. Okay.